Next man, I believe it's Jason Gloyd. Cheats the ball a little bit. He looks like he's distracted. He seems to be telling the faculty team who is the best.
What?
He shoots.
I said.
And it is in the water on this side by the bank. Next, the freshman. Can he lead the team through it? It looks like it's not going to make it. Another bank shot. Can Mark, his dad just made this same hole, can he bring his team through it? He seems to be telling them he can. You can hear the fish jumping in the background. He sells it across. Looks like it's going to be a tough chip to make, but looks like he'll do it. Okay.
Good chip.
Now that was Kenny Jennings' chip.
Now it looks like John Reed.
Next up is freshman John Reed. He's going to show that he can pull his weight too. Having a little trouble getting started. There it is. I think it's going to go over the bank a little. Yeah, it's in the pond. Here's the movie star man himself, Jason Gloyd. Says he wants to be a movie star. We'll have to see what he's got. There it goes. Putts away,
Like
chips
not
away.
Play golf for a future.
He didn't make it onto the green, but we won't talk about it. Next up is Mark Anderson.
Hard chip from there.
He aced it up.
Mark brought him to this side, far side of the green. See if he can put it in the hole.
The only man,
At least get him on the putting green.
he's the only man in the history of Georgetown floggers to get a hole-in-one. Notice the look of despair on his face. He looks like his heart is broken. Martin, can you give us an interview for that shot?
That shot was absolutely the worst shot.
Calm down, Martin. Calm down, boy.
This is Chris Ralston on the hillside. He's
one of Mark's bigger fans.
He's having a bit of a jolly old time at Mark's escapades on the golfing course. He's enjoying himself. That's what matters.
Mark, we're all here for you.
I believe we're going to move to the putting now.
Mark, we got dinner talking. Yeah, man.
Now we have John Reed once again putting. We're expecting a lot of big things out of John in the next couple of years. This shot I think I call a man in his goal.
Looks like it's going to go down.
No, it slanted a little.
I'm going
Mark, real quickly before Jason putts, how long would you say this putt is?
This putt is probably about 17, 18 feet.
Hey, you heard it here first. This is probably about a 17 or 18 foot putt.
Concentration. He looks the ball.
He didn't hit
He
it.
looks depressed.
The movie star chokes. In the background, you can see the other varsity team coming up the fairway.
Is Mark out for revenge, or is he out to make a fool of himself?
I think he's just out to lunch.
It looks. He
In
sees
the pond.
Nicky Brand, and he misses the hole.
Mark, it's a putt. Who did this? Me? Jason?
Jason Floyd screws up. Sets up.
That. He's off the green. Who here's Beast Mouth on the team?
Kenny Jennings.
Get in the hole, ball.
Oh, he's a mere 3 inches from the hole.
Wait a minute, Mark, let me punt that one in.
Mark looks kind of depressed.
John's
He
looking
seems to
for
be
glory.
coming up a little bit short today.
Well, now he's got Kenny Jennings. He's gonna snatch all the glory.
No. And that's 2 strokes right there on Kenny. Get out of here.
Can he do it? Will he make it? Oh, yes!
Kenny, I need my,
At hole number 13, we find the faculty 2 under par with the varsity team led by Mark Anderson 2 over. Setting up over on the other side of the pond, we see the 3rd varsity. How will they do? This is for all you golfers out there. Cross country is the only sport. Golf is just a game.
We see a nice shot. I believe that was Jamie Johnson.
Got it!
Oh, very close blaze.
maybe that
Next to
guy.
me, Jamie Johnson. He sinks it in the hole. Do you have any comments?
Number 1 in 89.
So, Mr. Johnson, does this mean that you guys are still 1 under par?
We're 1 under par, currently 1 stroke behind the faculty, and I believe 3 strokes ahead of the other B team for the varsity.
Yes, you are. You are correct in that assumption because they are 2 strokes over par.
Well, it's going to come down to 17 and 18 to be there. It's
Good
gonna be
luck.
exciting.
CJ, would you give us a rundown?
Well, folks, we just had the varsity A team putt on hole 13. The infamous number 13. Well, it turned out to be a disaster for the B team, but varsity hung on. They're 1 shot under par. Faculty hung on, and they're 2 shots under par. And we're going to head to hole 17 and 18. That's where it's all going to come down to. As my friend Jamie Johnson said, be there. It'll be exciting.
We don't even know where that one went. CJ? Commentary. And it looks like that one came up a little bit short.
I think they're kind of worried about getting it in the lake because that's the water hazard. Probably the tough part about making this shot, Buck, you must understand, is hitting it hard enough that it goes over the water hazard but not past the green. And not hitting it soft enough so it lands on the green but not in the water hazard. So this is really a tough shot. It looks fairly straight from the 15 driving range, but once you get out here, you have to decide whether you're going to drop it in front of the water hazard or drop it behind.
Well, if behind the water hazard is what they're aiming for, then he's going to have to make this tough shot. If he lands in the water, if they are all to land in the water, that could very well cost him a match.
Oh, now that landed right in the water. I think you wanted to just drop it right there in front of the water hazard. Now what do you think, Buck? Oh.
Well,
Back here by that tree behind you. Yeah, and that grass that got muddy right there. Get that camera off me.
I hope Mr. Anderson don't kill us for this awful videotaping we're doing.
You. Isn't that where Tony's ball went?
I didn't even see it.
I did. That's not part of it. Damn thing about killed someone.
Hey, watch it. Beep, beep. Looks a long way off. He lands over on the other side of the water hazard, but still off the green. All they have to do for that shot is chip it on the green. Mr. Anderson warming up for the shot. Swings, nice follow through. And he gets a nice shot out of that one. He is just off the green.
Well, I'd just like to say that they did use one of my shots on number 14, and without that shot, we would not be where we are currently.
Mr. Beecraft preparing to chip. Concentration. Nice.
Now, Buckley, this is the 15th hole. Mr. Beecraft has hit his right up there for par, so it looks like that's what we're going to save. Right now, the faculty has about a two-shot lead over the A team and a 3-shot lead over the B team, so it's looking pretty darn good right now, but we still have lots of golf in front of us.
Nice shot. It lands just on the other side of the green.
A nice shot.
I think Mr. Hudson put that one on the green for him. I don't know, maybe Mr. Anderson can do a little bit better.
Mr. Anderson sets up. He judges. He swings. He's just off to the back of the green.
We have the faculty now putting for the 17th hole.
You didn't get me?
No.
You didn't get me? Turn that thing on. Watch this. Here it goes. Turned on. You ready?
I've never seen such an excellent shot as I just saw made. Here's the man who did it.
And you missed it.
Oh!
Got a chance. That's got a chance.
What a shot. Oh! Two more rolls.
Butter, Mr. Croft. Great putt.
Beautiful putt by Mr. Eric Croft. He's showing some of that great magic he showed us last year's golf classic against the varsity and the faculty.
Come down to hole number 17.
Oh man, we're losing juice.
This has got to be in now. We need the bird. We need the bird. Be in there.
Turned misfortune into fortune. He laid down a drive that dropped the ball right in front of the green. Then he drops a chip in right here in front of the hole. And now we're going to see what everybody else does. The faculty's already headed down to the 18th hole. Jason's already called the shot. He said he's getting this par himself. He was offered assistance, but he denied it. He said he's ready for it.
Can he handle this much pressure?
No! And he choked. He choked.
Look at the face of this deprived man. He looks like he's choked.
Choked.
Choking now with the support of my
Well,
guys,
Jason,
you know,
it looks like times have
they kinda
changed.
supported me here, you know. I think y'all should let Ralston put this one in.
Oh, come on now.
Let Ralston have a shot.
I put all the other ones in. I have to let them have something for it.
Ralston's made every other shot.
We've got Kenny Jennings on that putt.
Kenny, the only shot he's made all
Kenny
day.
has proved that luck happens even to the lowest of people.
I think we're going to head over to the 18th tee. See you guys at the 18th hole. That's where we're going to pick it back up. Good luck. Yeah, that's on there. Now we have the A varsity team teeing off for the 17th hole.
It looks like Derek Jemison from here. He hits, and it looks like it's off to the right. He looked like he was going for the 16th hole on that one. Just past the 16th green. Blaze Tomlin warming up. Blaze Tomlin, nice shot. Falls a little bit short of the green.
Been a long day, boys.
Tell you what, Mr. Anderson's about. Oh man, that was a good shot. He's about as good a golf player, ain't he?
Looks like Brian Went dropped him in on the green from the 17th tee. I think they're going to go from Brian's shot because all the other ones they'd have to chip it onto the green. And Brian's giving them a lot of green to work with, so we could expect some good things on this hole. Now we have Jamie Johnson for the first putt on hole 17. He's going to line it up, take his time.
Go to the next hole.
Don't break, fellas.
Yeah, once it gets past that little, I say once it gets right past right here, straight on up.
Little advice from Brian Went.
Thank you. Comes up that ridge.
Alright, let's go to the next hole, fellas! I'm a wuss, I know it. I don't want that putt again, fellas.
Now Derek Jemison.
Get in there.
Not enough. Just like as Blaze telling him before him, he falls just a little short. Last but not certainly least, and the most humble member of the golf team, Brian Went.
Brian is laughing at this moment because pressure is
In the
on.
hole!
We had a lot of close shots. We had a lot of close putts, but they just won't seem to fall for him.
We now have the privilege of Mr. Anderson.
Hey, Buckley, this was our last green here, the 9th hole for us, and I'll show you what happened. We hit our putts, and our best putt followed the line that I'm on right now, and really wasn't very good. We ended up stopping about 3 feet short of the hole. So we had this putt to make for our par, and it turned out to be a rather strange putt. Our first players got up there. This putt, Buckley, looks like it breaks this way. I'll hit one for you and we'll see what it does. I'll aim right for the middle of the hole. The putt broke this way. It broke in the opposite direction. There's a little hump right in there. So our first 3 putters all got up, played it to break left. It actually breaks right. So we had to aim, even though it looks deceiving, we had to aim for this corner of the hole, even though it looks like the putt breaks the opposite direction. So we aimed it for that corner of the hole, put a stroke on it, and the ball went straight for that corner and then veered sharp right and barely caught the edge of the hole and rolled in. So we finished 4 under, very luckily.
Congratulations.
Oh, I guess.
Do you think that the other team will figure that out in time?
Hey, watch these guys here. Ralston's filling in for him. This group is
May still be taping though.
I turned it back to power back.
Kenny's putt rolls off.
Now Chris Ralston gives it a try.
Oh,
Very close.
That's what you call a heartbreaker. Good putt. John Reed putting for your par.
Well, does this man Harlequin card.
If they make this about 7-foot putt, they'll get to 4 under and they'll tie the faculty, which will necessitate probably a spring playoff. Well, here we go. Blaze Tomlin.
This is for it all. Can you make it?
Get there.
Eastro comes up short.
Will that be the story for today?
Don't whip it. Dent the hole like Jim.
Stand right over there. It's the morning after and the Flog is cleared. And what a day it was yesterday out at the golf course. We have to apologize for the power outage. The entire eastern half of the United States experienced a blackout as a fleet of UFOs came in and drained off all of the electrical power, thus short-circuiting the final dramatic putt on the 18th hole. But we'll try to review the last two holes for you. They were indeed exciting. Going to the 17th tee, the faculty had already completed its round at 4 under. Going to the 17th tee, we had the varsity A team. They were 2 under. And now the action started. Jason Goy hit a shot about 15 feet from the pin, and they were putting for a birdie. They desperately needed it, trailing by 2. Jamie Johnson stepped up and bam, rammed the putt into the back of the cup. Now the varsity A team suddenly is 3 under par with the 18th to go. The 18th is this 350-yard straightaway par 4 hole. Jamie Johnson hit a long, crushing drive out well past the 200-yard marker. The sun was setting. Little did we know that in a few short moments we would be blacked out. The varsity A team hit shots scattered into the darkness, all except for Johnson, who hit a clutch shot 7 feet from the pin, putting for a birdie. The varsity B team and the faculty gathered around the green. The television crew was there. The action was incredibly intense. Jamie Johnson stepped up for the critical 7-foot putt to tie the varsity. He looked it over carefully, stroked the putt, and it plunged into the heart of the cup, putting the varsity A team in a tie with the faculty at 4 under. How will this match be decided? Certainly not by the toss of a coin. Certainly not on the putting green. No, it will be decided next spring in a renewal of the varsity faculty golf scramble championship. We have with us Mark Anderson, who played on the varsity B team. Mark, step in here for a moment. Mark, what do you think of the varsity A team's performance yesterday?
They were awesome.
And how about the faculty?
They were all right.
It seemed as though the varsity B team played pretty well.
Well, it all goes to experience, and the A team had a lot more experience than we did, so.
How do you think the varsity B team will do next spring in the playoff scramble?
We should be all right if we practice. I'd still say the A team would beat us, though.
You think the A team will beat the faculty, though?
Oh, definitely.
It definitely will.
Yes.
Well, Mark, it was a great match this year, wasn't it?
Yes.
One of the better matches we've ever had.
Yes.
Congratulations to the B team for a good performance, and congratulations also to the varsity A team for a dramatic tie with the faculty. And that's it from the GAHAS faculty varsity golf match in the fall of '89. We'll be back in the spring. Thanks again, Mark. What can I say? We're back again. It was last October that we had our annual varsity faculty scramble, and wouldn't you know it, Jamie Johnson made a clutch 6-foot putt on the last hole to tie the faculty. Darn it. Well, now it's May the 8th, 1990, and as we said, we're going to come back and we're going to duel it out. We've been waiting since October for this rematch, and it should be a real thriller. Let's introduce our starting lineups today, and we'll start for the varsity. Our starting senior, playing in his last match, Mr. Jamie Johnson. Jamie, good luck. And we have Blaze Tomlin. Blaze will be a junior next year. Blaze, good luck. Mr. Kenny Jennings, be playing as a junior next year. Kenny, nice shorts. Thank you. Mr. Jason Gloyd, former presidential candidate if you vote on looks. We got Mr. Derek Jemison, sometimes called the surfer. Derek, good luck. You surf better than you golf. Well, our last player, we got Mr. Mark Anderson. Mark's a junior. Mark, nice seeing you out here today. There you have it. There you got the Georgetown varsity golf team. They've come out here to challenge the faculty. Faculty, what do we say? Yeah! Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Croft.
Okay, now we're going to introduce the team. The best faculty team in the history of Georgetown High School. By golly, we're going to start with our team captain this year, the man who can do it all on the golf course, Mr. Eric the X Croft.
Yeah.
Yes, hello, Mr. Addison. There he is. He got cleaned up a little today. Nice shave job. Then we've got next, playing in his second match for us, a rookie teacher here at Georgetown, our basketball coach, Mr. Tim Chadwell. Tim. And next, we have Mr. Hudson, dressed obscenely today. Come on out there, Purple Haze.
Legs Hudson.
Finally, we have the man himself, the rotor blade, Dan the Helicopter Wilson. And here he comes. Give us a rotation. There you see it, the classic form. And finally, we've got Mr. Voag himself, the man with dirt everywhere, Mr. Tom Durbin. Later on, Mr. Jerry Cowell plans to show up and be our 7th putter. He won't help us much, but he adds a lot of laughs. All right, now we're ready to go. It's a scramble. We've got 6 guys here. They have 6 guys there. By golly, we're going to see some low scores, and if this thing ends in a tie, we go to the first tee, play it off at sudden death. Go. Ready?
Go.
Go. Go. Go. Go. Go. Go. Go. Go. Go. Go. Go. Go. Go. Go.
And for the teachers, first up, 10th hole, Mr. Eric Croft. He addresses the ball. Oh, and it took off. Pretty good for a teacher. If only the rest of the teachers can do as well, they'll be doing okay today. Jamie, as a senior member of this trio, this little camaraderie you have here, and after seeing the faculty just tee off, are you very confident about the competition?
Well, we got Dad over here, and we got Blaze, and we got, of course, Mark, so I think we're doing all right.
So do you think you will come out on top?
Well, Keith, I think we will.
All right, and that's Jamie Johnson.
A little luck
first,
and a little cheating. I think we got it made.
and that's Jamie Johnson from the first tee. And teeing off first for the students is Chunk. He's addressing the ball. And Jennings. Ooh, he gets a hold of it. He gets a hold of that one. Kenny, come here. How do you feel about that drive, Kenny?
It felt good. I followed through real nice. And all I got to say is faculty just doesn't stand a chance.
I wish you luck. Join the faculty as they're using Mr. Anderson's tee shot on the 11th hole. So far, no one has been able to sink the putt. Oh, good shot. Oh, and it just misses. No luck there. Now, stepping up to approach the ball, Mr. Dancing Dan Wilson. He lines up. Addresses the putt. Eyes it.
Got it.
It's going. Oh! Oh, Mr. Wilson sinks the putt. Sinks the putt. Oh, and the teachers are celebrating now.
All right, Wilson.
There they go. All right, Wilson, you hear from them. And that's the teachers at 11.
It seems that the teachers have elected to use Mr. Durbin's drive on the 3rd hole. And as you can see, they're trying to find Mr. Anderson's ball right now. He didn't have such good luck on that drive. And now let's go see how the boys are doing. With the teachers, we have Mr. Croft addressing his 2nd shot on the 3rd hole. Oh. Worm burner. So guys, how do you feel after 2 holes?
Sucky!
No, really, how do you feel? You feel confident still?
Yeah. We're strong finishers, I'll tell you that much.
How did you do on that last hole?
Eagle,
Eagle, who sunk it?
Big Mark Anderson's 3rd one of his career.
I believe it.
Sure did. Used the foot wedge.
Good luck, guys. And here we have Mr. Hudson from off the green on 3 on the 3rd hole. Let's see if he can show his stuff. Good follow through. Will it do the job for the teachers? Who knows yet? Oh. And there's Mr. Cowhall. He's just recently joined the teachers. He's also chipping from the side. He addresses the ball. Ran it by just a little bit. Now I'm going to go over to 13 and just see how these guys can really do when they come against a liquidy substance. And there goes the teachers charging off to the next hole that they can conquer. You can hear them chanting, "Go, go, go, go." And of course Mr. Wilson lagging behind. Did your ball go, Mark?
Yeah.
It hit me, that's where it went. And here we have the students on their 3rd hole, hole 13, or 12. 12.
12, Keith. Keith, this is 12. We started on 10.
Guys aren't that bad.
Using Kenny Jenny's shot. This is for birdie.
Go to the next hole.
Yeah!
You saw it. They're celebrating here. They're celebrating here. Kenny Chunk Jennings throws down the birdie. Here we are with the teachers on what could be considered their final frontier. On the far side of the pond is the green. And on the near side of the pond is their ball. Mr. Hudson addressing it. And here we have Mr. Croft trying to tough it out.
I saw it. I saw it.
It made it over the
I was
water.
down there taking a shot. In there. I guess I'm going deaf. Huh?
And now Mr. Cowhall.
You can turn your camera off now.
No, no, no.
You want to graduate, Keith?
It's off.
Yeah. Not
It's strange, this little wheel keeps going around in here. Doesn't it usually stop when the camera goes off?
Yeah.
I bet I can reach that.
Ooh.
Can I have a hard time for you?
An interesting shot to say the least.
As I said before, Graves, how bad do you want to graduate? You want your parents to sit out in the audience as you walk across the stage? Or do you want to be sitting there next to them?
And here's the Cinderella story of the day. Mr. Wilson. He laughs in the face of the pond.
Hit the tree and fall in the hole.
I think you might have made the...
He cleared the pond.
Go ahead, Chad.
Water? I'm already in one.
Oh, you're in
Me and the pink lady took a dip.
And now Mr. Durbin.
Oh, we're looking for the hit the tee shot.
Watch it over the lake. All right, wait, wait. You didn't allow for it.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's on it.
Yes,
Stand on it.
That's on the hole.
The hole.
Surprisingly, good shot by Mr. Durbin.
Surprisingly good shot.
You seen me play before.
And now, ace, Captain Flog.
Fly ball.
Play Mr. Hudson.
And he's not happy with that.
We just finished 13 and things are looking kind of rough right now. We had about a 12-foot birdie putt. Tricky little break too, and we all missed it. And right now we're 2 under and just hoping the guys behind us are having their problems too. See you on the next hole.
A lonely soldier.
Thought his first name was Rich. 4 holes of golf today. We've had a few bad shots, a few good ones. We came out, we're 1 under par, I believe 1 behind the leaders, which is the faculty, but soon we will be above.
The varsity team has been unable to get a birdie, which they really need. Coming off 14, they parred, and they just watched as the teacher sunk a most needed shot on this green. From the response the teachers gave, it looked like they birdied it, making them 3 under par. Right now, the Floggers are at 1 under, and they need to birdie 2 more to tie, 3 more to win. Taking for granted that the teachers will not birdie another one, and hopefully bogey 1 more. There's a shot.